Peaches. If I didn't already dislike him. We sail past Randy. He watches us go by looking miserable. I twist to a more comfortable position in Rudy's arm and give Randy a wave and blow him a kiss. He turns and slumps back to his half-full Mai Tai, sitting glumly next to my empty one. Rudy tows me onward, legs unsteady but determined, past a line of curved backs and hunched shoulders, peppered by the looks of 5 or 6 faces, male and female, turning to watch with mean amusement the sight of a woman of a particular style and class, being hefted caveman style and carried about like an errant sack of grain, before finally depositing me back on the ground. Rudy turns to call for Shell, and I grab a deep breath, wincing as a xylophone of needles shoots up my ribs. The melody ebbs with a second. A shock of stale alcohol stench and disinfectant stings my nostrils. We're at the far end of the bar. An empty stool presses against my hip. Immediately to my left, a big guy with a Sam Elliott mustache and a Stetson is just finishing tossing back a shot. Copper-colored. Probably whiskey. There's a pale band of untanned skin on his wedding ring finger. Could be divorced. Could be on the down low. Either way, my luck's in with him. To Rudy, I whisper, "I'd love a Heineken, baby," tracing my fingers along the back of his neck, adding, "Let's drink 'em fast and get out of here." He gives me a jackal grin and wraps his knuckles against the bar to hurry up Shell. Rudy's attention elsewhere, I hook my arm around Stash Elliott's bicep. He looks mid-40s, but there's honest working man's muscle under his sleeves. "Hey there, outlaw." I make my voice husky like a sex phone operator. "Rescue me from Grizzly Adams over here, and I'll walk you to the dance floor. If you want, we can just keep on walking out the door and maybe take a stroll under the stars. Just you and me." He gives me a sidelong look, suspicious, but he wants to get an eyeful anyway. No fool he. Here's a guy who knows he's being played when he's being played. Fair enough. I shift in my seat to press the swell of one tit against his arm for incentive. His smile cuts his eyes toward Rudy. "Boyfriend's not going to get a little hot about that?" "Don't know." I lock eyes with him, let my eyebrows bow all coy. "Are you getting a little hot, boyfriend?" "All right, honey." He winds one arm around my waist, sucks down the final dregs of his Budweiser, and begins to lead me away from Rudy. "Let's go take in the night air." We're barely 3 steps from the bar before Rudy circled over in front of us like a mama bear after her cub. "Hey there, partner," Rudy says to Stash Elliott, saddling up. "Think you got the wrong girl there." "Buddy, seems to me you came in with the wrong girl." I back away from them, hands raised. "Hey guys, I'm not worth it. Plenty of dates around here for everyone." Rudy grabs my arm, bruised hard, and yanks me toward him. I yelp and stumble against him. Would have preferred it to be all show, but it gets the desired effect. "Hey, easy there," Stash Elliott bristles, genuine pique in his voice. He steps forward. I feel a little guilty now. The guy's practically a gentleman. I hope he pounds Rudy's ass. I don't plan on sticking around to find out, but I hope he does. "F*** off, f***er," Rudy shoots back. "Here, go fetch your hat, cowboy." He reaches out and flips Stash Elliott's Stetson off his head by the rim. I told you Rudy is a half-wit pit bull. Stash Elliott takes Rudy by the lapels with both fists and wheels him toward the bar. Rudy almost takes me with him before his arms start to pinwheel for balance. A crowd immediately presses in and I fade back into it to the sound of a beer mug shattering. I hope it was over Rudy's skull. Quinn's at the entrance, arms crossed and looking surly until he catches sight of me breaking out of the throng. "That was quick," he says. I take his arm and we're out the door. "Years of practice," I say. "Besides, men are easy." "Easy something you put a few years of practice into yourself?" "Aw, look who's talking." He looks around and pats himself like he's just discovered his body for the first time. "Might be me." "I'm easy and you're a stud. How fair is that?" "I didn't write the rules. I just read 'em with a stupid look on my face." He puts his arm around my shoulders. "Come on, let's go to McNamara's and treat ourselves to some prime cut." I let him lead me to his Mustang.